Hi guys! Nandito ulit ako para magbigay ng video tutorial. But before that, please follow me on my Facebook page and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you! In this tutorial, I will teach you about the principal gate root. Evolution is the process of extracting the square root of quantity. The root of a number is one of its like factors. So let us consider this given radical. As you can see, we have the number 3, the square root symbol, and the number 8. So let us talk about the parts of this radical one by one. So first, this is called as, or this whole expression is called the radical. This is called the radical sign. So that symbol is for the radical sign. Next, this number 3 is called the index. And what is index? The index indicates which root is to be extracted. And the last, this number 8, is called the radicand. And radicand is the number whose root is to be found. So, iyan yung mga parts ng given radical. The law of exponents for evolution may be written as 8 root of x raised to b equals x raised to b over a. So let's have this example. First is the square root of 4. So paano ba natin hahanapin yung square root of 4? So sundan natin ang given formula na ito wherein yung x is yung number 4 and then b is the exponent of 4 here. So wala tayong nakikitang exponent, therefore that is 1. And then over a wherein a is the square root. So since walang nakalagay na number dito and this is called the square root, automatic ang square root ay yung number 2. So, magiging equals to 4 raised to 1 half. Again, 1 is the exponent of 4 and 2 is the symbol square root. And then, ang gagawin lang natin is to get the half of 4 or get the 4 raised to 1 half. So, the answer or the square root of 4 is positive or negative 2. Bakit naging positive or negative? Yung 2. Ito ay dahil when we multiply 2 times 2, the answer is positive 4. And when we multiply negative 2 times negative 2, the answer is also positive 4. So 2 times 2 is 4. Next, cube root of 27. Again, let us apply the formula. So this will now become 27 raised to 1/3. Since 27 has the exponent of 1. And then get the 1/3 of 27. So the cube root of 27 is positive or negative 3. Because 3 times 3 is 9 times 3 is 27. And then last, fourth root of 625. 625 has the exponent here as 1. So it will now become 625 raised to 1/4. Since fourth root yung ating hinahanap. And then, the answer is positive or negative 5. Because 5 times 5 is 25, times 5 is 125, and multiplied it again by 5, so the fourth root is of 625 is 5. So let's have another examples. We have the given square root of m to the 6th power. So let us apply the formula in finding the final answer for this evolution or radical. So it is equal to m raised to 6 over 2. So we will just divide 6 by 2. So the final answer is positive or negative m cubed because 6 divided by 2 is 3. Another, cube root of a raised to 15, b to the ninth power or b raised to 9 will be a raised to 15 over 3, b raised to 9 over 3. As you can see, kayang i-divide ang 15 sa 3, ganun din yung 9 sa 3. So the final answer is positive or negative a to the 5th power b cubed. Another, square root of 100 x to the 6th power y squared. So, kung kanina ay given variable lamang na kung saan dinivide lang natin yung exponent ng variable dun sa corresponding kth root niya. So, dito meron na siyang numerical coefficient or constant. So, uunahin natin yung 100 followed by x and y. So, magiging 100 raised to 1 half since the exponent of 100 here is 1. And then, since ang symbol natin is square root, so that is 2. 100 raised to 1 half, x raised to 6 over 2, or 6 divided by 2, and y raised to 2 over 2. So again, you will just divide the exponents of x and y, and then let us get the half, or the 100 raised to 1 half. So the final answer is positive or negative 10 x cubed y. Because 6 divided by 2 is 3, and 2 divided by 2 is 1. And then 10 times 10 is 100. Another, fifth root of 32 a to the fifth power b to the 10th power. So this will now become 32 raised to 1/5, a raised to 15 over 5, and b raised to 10 over 5. So the final answer is positive or negative 2 a cubed b squared. The 1/5 of 32 is 2, or 32 raised to 1/5 is 2. And then a, 15 divided by 5 is 3, and 10 divided by 5 is 2. It is because 2 times 2 is 4, times 2, 8, times 2, 16, times 2 is 32. So, paano naman kung ang given radical ay hindi perfect square root? Katulad nito, square root of 50. Walang perfect square root ang 50, so ang gagawin natin is to find the two factors na kapag minultiply, the product is 50, and be sure that one of the factors is a perfect square root. So the square root of 50, so let us divide it by 2. So this will now become square root of 25 times 2, because 25 times 2 is 50. So as you can see, the square root of 25 is 5. So, kapag nakuha na natin yung square root ng 25, ilalagay natin siya sa labas o sa kaliwa ng radical sign, and then iiwan natin sa loob ng radical sign ang 2 dahil wala siyang perfect square root. So, the square root of 50 is positive or negative 5 square root of 2. Another example, square root of 18, x squared y cubed. So again, hindi perfect square root ang 18. So if hahanapin natin yung dalawang factors na kung saan kapag minultiply ay 18 at dapat yung isang factor niya ay perfect square. And then, x squared, meron siyang square root. And then yung y cube, kukunin natin yung squared na exponent. So may matitira pang isang y. So this will now become square root of 9 x squared y squared times 2y. Because 9 times 2 is 18, x squared, ganun pa rin, and then y squared times y is y cubed. And then, kukunin na natin yung square root ng 9 x squared y squared. Iiwan natin sa loob ng radical sign ang 2y. So, the final answer is positive or negative 3xy square root of 2y. Because the square root of 9 is 3, the square root of x squared is x, and the square root of y squared is y. Another, cube root of 128 a raised to 6, b to the 12th power. So, kunin natin yung factors ng 128. At kailangan yung isang factor ay cube root, hindi siya square root. Na kung saan yung isang number kapag minultiply sa sarili niya ng 3 beses, the product must be this one. So, let us assume, or paano nyo malalaman na yung isa ay cube root na. So, ang gagawin nyo lang, yung given, uunahin nyo o sisimulan nyong i-divide sa 2. Kapag yung lumabas na sagot ay cube root na, automatic, that is the final answer. Kapag hindi naman lumabas sa 2, gawin nyo naman is to divide 128 by 3 or 4 since 4 ay perfect square root na. So, ganun lamang, magta-trial and error lang kayo. So, the cube root of this given is positive or negative 4, a squared b to the fourth power times the cube root of 2. It is because 4 times 4 is 16, times 4 is 64, and then um, a squared times to 3 is a to the 6th power. And then b to the 4th power times 3 is b raised to 12. Dinivide lang natin yung 6 sa 3, kaya naging 2 doon. And then 12 divided by 3, kaya naging 4. And then iiwan natin sa radical symbol o sa loob ng radical sign ang 2 since wala siyang perfect square. So let us now summarize what we have learned in getting the principal kth root. So let us assume again this given radical, wherein this symbol is called the radical sign, number 3 here is called the index, and number 8 here is called the radicand. The law of exponents for evolution may be written as 8 root of x raised to b is equal to x raised to b over a. Again, yung exponent ng ating radicand, like 8 here, yung exponent na b ay i-divide lamang natin sa index. Next, if the radical is not a perfect square root or kth root, find the two factors wherein one must be a perfect power of the index. Then get the nth root or the kth root. So sana ay may natutunan kayo ngayon tungkol sa kth root. So thank you for watching. If you have questions or suggestions, feel free to comment below. Enjoy learning mathematics. God bless us all!